Luminary Log, February 1st, 2026. Waiting another day. Hello, yes, that's right. We may be on hiatus, but we do get a Luminary Log. You're welcome. Oh, I know, you're welcome, right? You get a Luminary Log. So, what's up? As I've mentioned in posts before, we are on hiatus right now. It is not an indefinite hiatus. It is not this. It is not that. It's like it's the least bad hiatus you've ever heard of because I'm still working on stuff. It's just I want to fully dedicate to working on that as opposed to not, basically. And it's kind of pointless. At this it's not pointless. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I love that I don't edit these, so I have to like re-explain myself. But it started in December, and I was like, well, I'm just going to do Gran Turismo Tuesday. I'm going to work on stuff. I'm still working on stuff. And in all honesty, I probably could have gotten it done by now, but life also happens. And by that, I just mean I can't always be driven to work on stuff every day, all the time. So in complete sincerity, it probably could have been done by now, but it's not. And that's okay, because when it will be done, it'll be really cool. There's a lot of different pieces. What it is, I've told some people what it is. I've spelled it out. They don't know what it exactly looks like, but they have an idea. But essentially, it's a project that has multiple pieces, and I have to finish each piece before I can kind of assemble it together and then put it out into the world. So I'm still in the process. As I took a shower today, I realized the best way to kind of explain it is that it's like I'm trying to cook something and I'm still making the ingredients, actually. Once the ingredients are made, cooking it will be very fucking easy, all right? So we're at about 28% done based on like, I came up with a bunch of different little like things I have to do. 28%. And I know what you're saying. 28% after 2 months? Are you fucking kidding me? No, it's okay. It's more like we're 60% done with like the really, really hard part of it. And then after that, the rest of it's pretty easy. After we get that part done, it should only take is very important wording. But after the first really difficult part of it, it should only take like a few days to get it done from there. So that's kind of exciting. So I apologize it's taking so long. Right now, actually, today and the previous couple days, I haven't been feeling super great physically. But I was able to figure out what was going on, and I'm taking steps to deal with that, and that's awesome. Yeah. But, if you're also, while you're waiting for the hiatus to clear up, I'm still existing in my Discord server and on Twitter and everything, so if you're ever like, man, what the hell happened to this guy? I'm still out there. I still exist. So the YouTube page is just one of many different platforms. It is kind of like the home base for stuff, but more than that, the Discord server is like the home base for vague luminary stuff. So yeah. So let's look down at what we got going on. So next project, we haven't. I think only one person I know of. Only one person knows. Period. What the next project is. I promised it to them in December, and in some ways it's making good on something that I always planned to do for them, and it was supposed to start this year on whatever, and I hate peeling back the curtain and making everybody aware that, like, look, I didn't mean for the project to take this long, and blah, 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 but yeah, so that's cool. Nobody knows what it is. It's pretty funny. It's not terribly mainstream, so it's kind of funny. I don't think, and I've never mentioned it to any person other than the one person that wants me to play it. So we got that. Whenever Gran Turismo Tuesday returns, we'll be on Gran Turismo 4, and then of course Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties. One moment. Let me take a momentary pause here. All right, we're back 11 minutes later. Well, you should have just kept it running. It would have been funny, I think. Well, it's a good thing I'm the one in charge and you're not. Anyway, like we were saying, when Gran Turismo Tuesday returns, we'll be hitting up Gran Turismo 4. The astute viewers among us know that I still need to finish the time trials in Gran Turismo 3. I started taking a crack at those yesterday. There's 10 of them. They're all just one-lap trials on a bunch of different tracks. And I got the first one done. The second one I'm working on a little bit. The shitty thing is that but all of the driving assists are on and you can't turn them off. And that really sucks for me because you may think, well, wouldn't it just make the game really easy? Actually, no, because they're not things to help you drive better. It's things to help you drive safer, which means that, you know, in the context of someone that doesn't know what they're doing, you will be able to, you know, not crash or spin out, but you're obviously going to be a lot slower because there's things in place to make sure you don't lock up your brakes or skid too much, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So after over 100 hours of playing Gran Turismo 3 without any assists on, because I don't want any. You know, when I was playing Forza a decade ago, I had some assists on, but I'm at a point now where it's like, well, I will learn how to play the game, right? So now I have to figure out how to do those, but I'll get those done before we get into Gran Turismo 4. Oh, so yeah, I'm also gonna, you know, look up and make sure I can set up Gran Turismo 4 to look super good and everything. Anyway, February 11th, which is 10 days from now, or it might be the 12th. I don't know. I wrote the 11th. I think it's one of those things that'll probably come out at like 9 p.m. my time on the 11th. So it's not technically the 12th, but it basically is the 12th, you know, yada, yada. Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Tides. We will be streaming the shit out of that when that comes out. We will be hitting that shit hard so I can get it done and then get back to the project. So look forward to that. Then, of course, Grand Theft Auto. I have other plans in mind that I'm juggling, and I'm kind of thinking about, you know, like, oh, we could maybe fit this in, and maybe we could do that, and maybe we should play this, or what about this series? And, you know, so I got things I'm figuring out, but the project takes priority. Looking at the notes, let's go over the notes here. It's so quiet. What's going on? We know what's going on. We're on hiatus for now. Again, if you really, really, really miss me, you can follow my Twitter, or follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitch, where I post stories, mostly just sharing music, but that's because I have a lot of music to share. Oh, he's one of those guys that posts music on a story? Fuck yeah, I am. Fucking deal with it, bitch. Not too bad numbers for almost nothing the whole month, right? Look at that. Huh? On Instagram, that's still just residual follows from just being a cool guy, I guess. The 8 people on Kick are people that I lost before and then came back, so I have to assume that they're all like bot accounts or something. Pretty goofy stuff. Got a couple more Twitch followers. That was pretty cool. You know, all sorts of cool stuff, right? I'm very soon, whenever we get the project out of the way and all these different and all these other things can change, we're probably going to revamp the chart a little bit. I'm going to start charting out like everything. Because I have other platforms that I am tracking that I'm not putting here for now. And I'll also find out a better way to kind of display it, because I don't like that I can't really align it left or right and have it make sense. I got rid of the text thing because I think the numbers is good enough. I think we can understand the followers versus subscribers, all that sorts of shit. And we're not going to track. I've thought about before doing like a stockholder meeting where we're like, here's what we, you know, I don't know. At the time it sounded funnier than kind of stupid and not crass, but inappropriate. But it was like, oh, we'll do like members only streams that are like, here's the stockholder meeting. It's like, we're making $3,000 on YouTube. We're doing this, you know, whatever. So, we won't be doing those. I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, so my ETA for the project is by the end of February, but that's not a deadline that I'm like, oh, I think I'll hold myself to that. I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing and making things work. There's not a whole lot of, there's some degree of fuckery going on. I'll be honest. I am not completely locked in on it, but it just is, a lot of it is creatively driven, and it's really hard to force creativity. And also, sometimes you get breakthroughs in creativity while you're doing something else entirely. You can just be like washing the dishes and say, actually, these two things should go together, right? So you never know. But I'm pretty happy with how progress is going so far. Essentially, I have 3 hard pieces that one is almost done, and a second is almost done as well, a little less done than the first, and the third one is like still kind of getting started. So yeah, it's not exactly how I saw the year going so far, but it's gonna be awesome once the project is done. We gotta hold on to it. It's almost like, by saying it's almost like makes it sound like it's actually very intentional. I'm trying to lampshade it, but to some degree, what we've been doing before the past 2.5 years of Vague Luminary is a different beast than what we're doing in the future. And that makes it sound like the future is going to be like wildly different, like everything's going to change. Not so much that, so much as the vibe and like the aura around the production of content, let's say. The content's largely going to be the same, but just the kind of the vibe is going to be different. And so it's not my intent to lose all my momentum and lose all my possibly existing fans so far. However, if that's what happens, I'm okay with it, because I need to get this thing done. This is very important to me. It's important to the future of the channel, and it's important to kind of do stuff. And it was, again, this is something that I wanted to put together in December and drop on January 1st. And now it's too late for that. It's very, very, very too late for that. But now that means that I can work and labor over it until I put together something I'm really satisfied with. And there's already parts of it that I'm really satisfied with, so I'm really excited to continue working on it and finally put it together when I can be happy about it. And I acknowledge I'm still a bit of a nobody. I mean, I got 198 people on YouTube. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's better than like the 22 or 24 subscribers that I started with when I started streaming, right? So that's pretty cool, right? I'm not a total nobody, right? I recognize that it's not going to be something that many people like care too much about. It's not going to blow me up. It's not going to make me like super popular or anything, but it's something that ideally I can put together, and it will have long lasting quote unquote consequences, as in it will like influence other stuff in the future. But also I hope it's something that people can look back upon and say, boom, and then he did this, and be like, whoa, and then this was what started this whole thing. And people probably haven't noticed, but on the YouTube channel, I've split up all of the content into seasons. So there's Vague Luminary Season 0, which has a couple videos on the Some Guys channel, which is an extremely short-lived Let's Play channel I started with one of my best friends at the time. And then that leads into the Red Dead Redemption 1 Let's Play, and I think a couple other things, maybe like the Black Ops 2 clips. And then Season 1 was starting with the not even close to quick rundown or whatever I called it. And then Season 2 started either with, Season 1 ended with the first anniversary Streamtacular, which was August 9th, 2024. And Season 2 started after that with Yakuza Gaiden, I believe. And then Season 2 is now over. So the project will kick off Season 3. And I don't know how long that season will be and whatever, but it's just like finding the right times to kind of split up all the content. And the point of the seasonal playlists is that you have everything that I put out in like release order. So when I do shorts, ideally it was also like when I show up in other people's videos, when I stream with other people, that I could have all that shit. So you could have like the chronological flow of what happened, right? But yeah, so it's important to me I want to drop Gran Turismo 4 with Season 3 when it gets started. So yeah, I've also revamped the link tree and the default YouTube description. So now if you look at the description, it lists like fucking everything. There's a billion different social media platforms. There's all the different multi-streaming. I don't really acknowledge the multi-streams on other platforms anymore, because I want to focus on building the audience where it shows up, essentially. So if people watch on TikTok and they're like, oh, nobody's watching this guy, then that just kind of, it is what it is, right? God, I'm hoping in a couple days I'll feel better. Anyway, yeah. So also in the description now and on the link tree are a billion different ways to support me. There's let me open my little hotkey here. Got Cash App, Ko-Fi, Patreon, Streamlabs, Throne, and Venmo. That's right. And now I know what you're saying. Dude, you're like a fucking nobody. You make no money. What are you talking about? I know, exactly. So just want to have those things set up for the future, just so that if people are crazy and they do this or that, or they do this or that, right? You know, and I have no overestimation of my ego or my importance in this world. However, I thought I would just do that shit, right? What are you gonna do about it, right? So yeah, those are there now. The Twitch and Kick panels have been updated accordingly. The Twitch panels were nice because I was able to make it all like a seamless column on the far right. And then on the... Wait a minute. Did I not put a thing here? No, okay, anyway. And then on Kick, I actually had to do a funny thing where like I split it into like a chart at the bottom because you can't put invisible panels into a Kick layout, but you can on Twitch. So that was fun. But yeah, I spent a lot of time putting those things together. A lot of life stuff has happened in January because the new year brought a lot of changes and a lot of things that I did like spend a lot of time figuring out and everything and blah 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 blah. So if you like other social media than just YouTube or any other place where you might have stumbled upon this video somehow or whatever, if you like Instagram, if you like Twitter, if you like Threads, if you like Blue Sky, if you like Snapchat, I'm on all these different funny things. Okay. Not everything gets the same amount of effort and attention given to it, but I am on those things, and I do the most important things like videos and like big text posts. I do endeavor to post everywhere and everything. So blah 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 bitty blah. Thank you once again for your patience. I've been Vague Luminary, and I think that's everything I want to talk about for now. So. Hell yeah. It's like 6:30 p.m. on the 1st, so I better slap all this shit together and then prepare it and then upload it and then post it on all those platforms like I talked about before. So thank you again for your patience. We are in hiatus right now, and when we come out of the hiatus, I don't think there will ever be... Well, let's not say I don't think there will ever be another hiatus, but I want to again reiterate, I am working on stuff. It is not that, I'm giving up on streaming, I'll come back in a year. No. It should be... You know, I mean, shit, we'll be back in a week to play Yakuza 3, so there you go. And then, you know, who knows how long it'll take from there. Hopefully not longer than March. I can't imagine it taking longer than by the end of March. But, yeah, it should be funny. So, I think that's everything I want to talk about for now. Feel free to join the Discord server, follow me on Twitter, blah, 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 blah. I'm on all the things. I'm not dead by any means. I'm just not streaming right now, even though I love to stream. I really do miss playing video games for hours on end every day. You know, I'm playing a little bit here and there, but I do really enjoy streaming. Don't get me wrong. I do actually really, really enjoy streaming, even at my extremely low level that I've got. I love an excuse to just technologically flex and be like, look at my cool streams on all these different platforms, and talk about video games, right? I do really, really enjoy it. So please do not believe that like, oh, he doesn't care. Oh, he's never coming back. Oh, it's over. The experiment's over. He failed. Oh, he's given up. No. Everything I'm doing right now is to give me not necessarily better momentum into the future, but to just solidify a few things that I've wanted to get done for the channel and for everything else. So thank you. I think that's everything I got to yap about. So I'm going to wrap this up. All right. All right. I've been me and you've been you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.